Saggies, is something ending for you on Valentine's Day week? Let's go talk about it. All right, guys. So, once again, I brought in your cards from the 2025 reading card from February and also the card for this week, second week of February from the February reading. I can say February so many times in a row. And then today we got the Knight of Swords and Death Major for Scorpio. I'm just wondering if, for first of all, Major for Scorpio, Major for Capricorn with the Devil, you've got both of your cusp cards on either end of this spread. So if you are on the cusp of Capricorn or Scorpio, then I would pay attention to those in particular for this reading because they're coming in together and talking about the end of something, and it may have something to do with something toxic or not healthy for you. Typically an addiction, which can be to anything practically. So, and then yeah, and then we have the page and knight of swords, companions on the battlefield for truth, in the middle. So it feels very much like there's something that's coming in and kind of giving you a big dose of truth, or you're pointing out that kind of major obvious truth to someone else. And it just looks very much like a cycle. We don't have any cups here to talk about for Valentine's Day, so we will bring that death card in through to next week and see what we get off of the tail of that energy. But that really super fast moving Knight of Swords, that is one of the fastest cards in the deck. His horse is really hoofing it. And he is, however, going in the opposite direction from most of the other horses in the tarot deck. So for me, this card is indicating that it could be a little stormy, but it is cutting through bullshit and getting to the truth at the same time. So there might be a time period that requires a little bit of a redo and turnaround. But yeah, so the Page of Swords may be indicating more of a younger energy. He also is looking in the opposite direction. Back at the Devil, I think we talked about this before. He does have a lot of quite a bit of water in his card under his feet. Um, so there is some emotion to that. And there's just this teeny tiny little flock of birds in the air too. So this card for me does represent a lot of different facets of different elements and having the resources that you need, if you will. But that said, we're going to bring that death card back in next week, like I said, and see where your journey takes you, where that horse is galloping from. Don't worry too much about that being the death card. If you're one of my Swiftonians, number 13 is a lucky number. We've also got a 15, a 11, and a 12. So we'll see where we get with your story next week, and I look forward to talking to you then.